delicious. It eats all the proteins that are causing the inflammation. So let's say you have a headache or you have joint pain or you have arthritis. Instead of taking it Tylenol or an Advil or whatever to mask the pain, this guy has enzymes in it that goes in and eats the proteins that are causing the pain. So you're um, actually getting to the root cause of the issue. Just like whenever you get your gut healthy, you're getting to the root cause of the issues. So I'm just going to show you this really awesome video. Hold on.
But trillions of microscopic organisms, or microbes, call the human body home. These tiny microbes live on and in us, outnumbering our human cells 10 to 1. 95% of these microbes live in our gut and even have a name, the gut microbiome. Scientists are actively studying the relationship between our gut microbiome and our health, and what they've discovered is life-changing. Scientific studies have shown that our gut microbiome is essential to our health and happiness, and there's a lot of reasons why. Gut microbes keep us healthy by educating and training our immune system to fight off invaders. This boosts your body's ability to deal with toxins, allergens, or harmful microorganisms. Want to know what else lives in your gut? 70% of your body's immune cells. This means when your gut is healthy, it can improve your overall health by leaps and bounds. We also have these microbes to thank for their ability to produce essential vitamins like B12, folate, and vitamin K. Hello, health. Secondly, gut microbes secrete neurotransmitters like GABA, dopamine, and mood-boosting serotonin, 90% of which is produced in the gut. So if you are looking to improve your mood, you've come to the right place. Good microbes have the ability to reduce stress hormones and anxiety. Hello, happiness. Lastly, gut microbes can also help keep our weight in check. Good gut microbes, like Akkermansia, play a critical role in metabolism, impacting how much energy we burn and how much fat we store. But that's not all. Gut microbes are also vital for digestion and help us break down nutrients to fuel our bodies. So, how do our gut microbiomes get so unhealthy? Well, things like antibiotics, poor diet, high sugar, artificial sweeteners, soda, processed foods, and food additives strip our bodies of these important microbes. You add even more damage if you're under stress, don't get enough sleep, and you aren't exercising enough. Bloating, discomfort after meals, constipation, excess gas, and even bad breath are signs of something called dysbiosis, which means your gut is out of whack. If you are suffering from these conditions, you aren't alone. Dysbiosis affects 3 out of every 5 adults in North America. The good news is that you can get your gut back in balance and reaping the benefits of those amazing gut microbes. And good gut health is closer than you think. First, feed those good microbes with prebiotic fibers. Then seed your gut with good microbes found in probiotics. You can find these in supplements and in foods like yogurt. By doing this, you'll be able to nurture and grow your own complex and invisible community that is essential to your health. Bottom line, when your gut microbiome thrives, it means a healthier and happier you.
Yeah, I just love that video. I feel like every time I watch it, I pick something else up or I remember something that I have forgotten. So it explains it so well that I just explain our products and they explain the gut health portion, and it's amazing. So I'm just going to go in and talk a little bit of why I joined Plexus and where I'm at, and we'll go from there. So, about 5 years ago, I was pregnant with Bradley, and somebody had reached out to me about these products. And I was like, nah, I don't need them. Every time I went to the doctor, she was bringing in nurses and um, interns that were learning and saying this is the perfect pregnant woman. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. Every time she went in, she asked me if I had any questions, and I was gone within 5 minutes. That was my pregnancy doctor follow ups. That was it. So I was like, nah, I don't need it. Well, fast forward a little bit, 2 months postpartum with Bradley, I was about to go to work and had maybe 24 ounces of milk in the freezer. And I felt like he was eating all day, every day. And I was like, I cannot exclusively breastfeed him with what I have and what I was producing. So I started looking and seeing that it was heavily based on hormones, milk production was. And I was like, there's something wrong with my hormones. Nobody said anything about this at the doctor. So I reached back out to the girl who was talking to me before, and she explained it all to me. She even told me that me getting my gut healthy while I was breastfeeding would help the baby with his immune system. Just like it said in the video, 70% of our immune cells are produced in the gut and live in the gut. So it was important that I got my gut healthy, because doctors don't really focus on natural healing. They focus on what prescription can I prescribe for this person to feel better, right? So they didn't know what state my gut was in. They didn't know how my hormones were. So I trusted her and I went in 110%, paid in full. She did not offer me any specials, and Plexus wasn't doing any specials. I just did it because I wanted to be healthy and I want my baby to be healthy and I wanted him to be exclusively breastfed. And he was for 8 months. Had I not started, it might have been 3, honestly. And um, at 3 months old, this is a month after I started Plexus, he was diagnosed with RSV. He did not need to be hospitalized. He was only sick for a week and a half, which is unheard of with RSV. He didn't have to have any breathing treatments, no antibiotics, no steroids, nothing. Literally prescribed nothing. And he was over it in a week and a half. I was out of work for a week and a half, but that's another story. Anyways, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. And 2.5 years later, I was pregnant with Brooklyn. And I didn't even know I was pregnant with her for 11 weeks. 11 weeks. I found out I was pregnant with her. I did not have constipation like I did with Bradley. I did not have heartburn like I did with Bradley. I did not have um, the tiredness that I had with Bradley. I knew that I was pregnant with Bradley because I was constipated and I was tired. I didn't have any of that. I didn't have ligament pain. Also, when I was pregnant with Bradley, I was diag or I was prescribed a heartburn medication at 5 months. That means for 4.5 months, I was taking a heartburn medication. With Brooklyn, I only had heartburn for a month. I didn't have ligament pain because of the ease. I didn't have anything. And when Brooklyn was born, from the day she was born until now, she has never been sick besides like a random like runny nose. She's never had to go to the doctor or anything. So I am very, very, very thankful for the products that I have found, the community I have found. Okay, so this is another thing. Whenever I was done breastfeeding Bradley, that's why I started. I could have stopped, but the community that this industry or this company has is huge. It kept me there. And that's why I'm here 4.5 years later. And I just want y'all to know that I have 40 plus people on my team, and I have not signed up a single person because they wanted to produce more breast milk or because they wanted to exclusively breastfeed their baby. So think about that. People have guts, people are suffering out there, and I found something that is actually helping people. And it's amazing what those 3 pillars of health, balancing hormones, gut health, and reducing inflammation does for so many people for so many different reasons. So I have another video that I want to show y'all really quickly.
Plexus has given us the freedom and the chance to say yes to things.
Right after my daughter Ava was born, I became a single mom. I started looking at this industry, and I had some really specific criteria that I was basing my decision off of because I knew it had to support my family.
I can feel it all over my skin, pouring out from the depths within, like a river running with no end inside.
Plexus has been so amazing. For a college student, you need something that's flexible. That's the nice thing about Plexus is you use your own hours.
My health was becoming a priority again because I see that there was hope again.
That's one less stress that we've had, the finances of adoption.
I'd say that we always had the heart for it, but we never had the means or the capacity or the ability to do it.
Plexus, for me, it's turned into how can I share this with as many people as I can to help them change their lives.
One of the first things I considered when thinking about doing this business is this really going to work for everyone?
Losing inches, I'm losing pounds, I feel great, my self-esteem has skyrocketed. When my husband says you're beautiful, I believe him now. I believe him because I feel it.
I was struggling with some health issues. I just knew this was a product I needed to be on.
It's just an amazing opportunity to be able to do extra things that we probably couldn't do if we were just reliant on my nursing income.
And it's helped me in my career. I'm a police officer and I work at night. So it's given me that energy that I need to get through my night shift.
I have the flexibility now with Plexus. I help coach my son in Little League, and it just offers me some more time with the kids.
It's more of a choice, and it's fun because we can keep up with our kids. We just go all day, and we love it.
I wanted, to get healthy and lose some weight. I had no intentions of telling anybody. And now I can't not tell anybody about it.
When we were looking at all the options out there with so many different companies, this compensation plan was by far the best.
Plexus this year earned a $10,000 shopping spree. We were going to take the kids to come snow skiing. Well, we found out about him, and sure enough, he was going to be born here in Utah. So we were able to purchase airline tickets for all 4 children and my parents. That has been a huge blessing. We thought we were coming snow skiing, but we got the baby.
We love Reese! I was a news reporter in Dallas, Texas. I was working the morning show, so I was literally getting up at 2:30 in the morning, going to bed at 8 o'clock at night. To get healthier, I got a health coach, and that health coach introduced me to Plexus, and it really did change everything. And so now, instead of just reporting the problems that people are facing, I'm actually helping them solve them. That is such a blessing, and it's all because of Plexus. I really do love Plexus.
We're grateful for freedom.
Life.
Balance. Family. Plexus.
Wasn't that video awesome? That's actually like my favorite video. I have goosebumps right now because imagine all the lives changed. Like that is huge, including your own. All right, Alicia, go ahead and share your story.
All right. I'm going to try to keep it short.
Oh, wait.
And I find that hard.
Hold on, really quickly. If you are not a member of Plexus or an ambassador with Plexus, put your name in the chat because we're going to draw a name at the end of this and you're going to win $20. Everybody who showed up live is going to get a free sample of Slim. All right. I forgot to announce that in the beginning. So, all right, Alicia, go ahead.
That's real life. I'm currently hiding from my kids with a sleepover for this 30 minutes. That's life, right?
Yeah.
All right. So my health journey is quite long. When I started Plexus, I was looking for to live a better life. I had my son at 22. We had our daughter at, I think I was 27. And I was so unhealthy. Between my kids, I had gained well over 100 pounds. I struggled severely with carpal tunnel. I wore wrist braces 24/7. I didn't have a choice. My wrist has gotten so bad after my pregnancy with our daughter, who's 4, that I had to get my son to turn the car key to turn our vehicle on. I had to, I can't tell you how many times I dropped the milk jug because my wrists were in so much pain that if I lifted and turned, my wrist would lock up and I'd just drop it, and it was everywhere, and it happened all the time. And when you're exhausted and you got a baby and you got this and that, they say don't cry over spilt milk, but it seems like the end of the world on those days. But anyways, I had issues a lot with my pregnancy with my daughter. That's when I realized that my health was really plummeting. I found out during my pregnancy that I had Hashimoto's, which is a hypothyroid. And then I ended up having to be on Synthroid. I found out during the same pregnancy that I had gestational diabetes. I was kind of borderline with my son. So I never ended up on insulin or anything, but I was still monitored. But with my daughter, the gestational diabetes was really bad. Like, I was waking up in the morning, I hadn't eaten a thing and my sugars were high. So throughout the day, they'd get higher and higher. And no matter what I did and what I ate, it wasn't doing anything. So my sugars just kept on going up. And I ended up on insulin, which was devastating for me because I'm like the mom who's like, no, I'm not even going to take Tylenol. And then I was on Synthroid and insulin during the pregnancy. So after the pregnancy, my grandfather had actually passed away when Emma was about 6 months, and he was on 18 medications before he died. And he said something to me that really stuck with me, and he swore, so I'm not going to say that part, but he basically said that the medications he was on killed him. And I truly believe that. And I feel like he was saying that because he wanted more for us. And it's stuck with me since. So I wanted to find a better way. I wanted to be healthier, and I wanted to find a better way that wasn't medications and wasn't pills. I was having issues with periods. I literally would have them 3 weeks out of the month, not for 2 weeks, and then on again. And then I wouldn't have them for like 3 weeks or a month. And like, I never knew when it was coming, but the majority of time I had it. And it's hard enough to go a week with a period, let alone 3 at a time, and then on again 2 weeks later. So I went to my doctor, and basically he said, oh, well, I can give you birth control. And I was like, well, I don't need birth control, and I don't want the side effects of birth control. So I said no to that, and then I just had to suffer through it. Now, yeah, so I suffered with all of that. I had severe anxiety, depression. My anxiety was so bad that I would stay up at night, not sleeping, to check on my kids all night long, because I was insistent that if I did not do that, something was going to happen to them. So my anxiety had gotten so bad that I ended up starting anxiety medication. And that was something that I tried, like, I strive not to be on, but certainly not against. I just got to a point with it that it was something I needed. Am I not ready right now? I'll come and talk to you in 5 minutes. I will come and talk to you in 5 minutes. So I wanted more, and I reached out to my friend, and I said, like, I am 27 years old. I'm not living the rest of my life like this. Like, what do I do? And at this time, I really just wanted my wrists back. I wanted to be able to use them because they said I needed surgery, and I couldn't have surgery because I had a baby girl. Since I started taking Plexus, 2 months after I started, I asked my doctor if I could try to get off my Synthroid. He said, yes, we'll try. Highly unlikely. You're probably going to be on it for the rest of your life, especially because it's in my family. My aunt's on it. All of my mom, my grandmother, everybody's got Hashimoto's. My sisters have Graves' disease. We're just the lucky ones of thyroid and hormones in my family. So I got tested, and he was stunned. He's like, you don't need Synthroid anymore. I'm not sure why I keep doing what you're doing. So I've lost over 90 pounds with Plexus. I am off of Synthroid. I'm off of anxiety medication. My sugars are balanced. My hormones are balancing. I have never had a period for only 3 days. And I went from having them for 3 weeks straight to now only 3 or 4 days, which is amazing because that's a lot. And when you have anxiety and your hormones are a mess, it's that much harder. So yeah, I'm a Plexus lifer, and I got to a point that this has absolutely completely changed my life and turned my life around for the better. And I started sharing, and like the results that I've seen in my family. My sister struggled with migraines like 3 or 4 times a week, if not every day. And then she gets them. I think she's had like 4 in the last 6 months or something. She struggled with PCOS and fibromyalgia. She messaged me one day and she's like, I don't wake up with pain anymore. My nephew was on the products. He's a teenager in high school, and he struggles a lot with ADHD, and he has been on medication, I think, since he was 5. He's off of medication with the triplex. So this has done so much more than just, something for me. Like, I'm able to share, and I'm able to help people in their life, and they come to me and they're like, thank you so much. I'm so glad I did this. And, whatever it may be, like, there's so many different issues that gut health helps with, like so many. And then finances too. Like, this is something that's so sustainable because everybody has a gut. And I can tell you that anybody has candida overgrowth, and it's affecting something, whether it be pain in their elbow or anxiety, or like, seriously, if you search something, look it up and look gut health, connection of gut health. It is connected. They're all connected. And dealing with that, your body is able to, if it has the proper nutrition to be able to get rid of that stuff, it's able to. But the problem is our foods and lifestyles and this and that just don't offer the ability for our bodies to have the nutrition it needs. And yeah, I like, my dogs are on the products, my kids are on the products, my family's on the products. My hubby struggled to gain weight for many, many years, and he was able, like, he really needed it. My hubby is 6'3", and he was like 160 pounds. So he was able to gain 30 pounds with being on Plexus, and it's healthy weight that he needed. But yeah, I'm so grateful to be able to share, and to be able to make an income by helping people, because it's what I've always wanted to do. And now I get to stay home with my babies and do it.
I was muted. That was so amazing. I love your story so much. And yes, that's what I was saying. Nobody has ever joined me for the reason that I joined. So it is a well-rounded, amazing company that sources their ingredients from amazing sources, only the best. We only have the best products. We have clinical trials. We have everything. We have the best compensation plan out of any network marketing company out there. We have the research, and I just love this company so much. Oh, and don't forget the community of people. Me and Alicia, we don't get anything from what we do. We just work together. We cheer each other on. We're sideline sisters, and we love each other. We don't get anything from each other. And guess what? We don't care. It's one Plexus. We all do things together and help each other. So that is our community. And that's what a lot of people need, especially stay-at-home moms, especially people that are working from home, especially with these circumstances with COVID, and just some people just need a friend, and that's what we're here for. So I'm going to go ahead and pick somebody. I have 3 names, Rachel, Angela, and Leanne. And eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And the winner is Rachel. Yay. All right. So Rachel, just message me your Venmo or PayPal, and I will send you $20. And everybody who joined live, we're going to send a sample to so you can taste it. And we hope that you enjoyed it. We kept it really short, sweet, and simple. And y'all have a wonderful night. I hope y'all learned a lot.